All right, so it's a 1 out of 104 chances, so less than 1% that we actually do open the book of Revelation on July 1st, which is the day the book of Revelation would be opened if he takes that right eye wound, because I've counted all the pages, and without looking ahead, I was like, what do you normally do? Well, I normally take a few days off to line the columns back up. So we will both be on column 1 because about to finish Ephesians tomorrow, and then I will do James, then we will be done. Then we will start a new study in John on the 27th. And so I linked up the pages. You see it's 1774, 1774. So it's column 1, column 2. Column 3, column 4 is 1775, 1775, which in Daniel is 1304, 1304, 1305, 1305, because there's 2 columns on each page. So each page is listed 2 days in a row. Well, the book of Revelation is opened in real time when we see the white horse in the crowning event. And I will be reading those verses on July 1st. That's the bottom of the column. Now, a lot of times I just push it. I make it a short shoot, and I would push it to the next day, which would actually be, let me look at this again. Let me pause. Hang on. So 1805 does not get me to those verses. It's 1806 that does, and I always push it to the next day. So I can start chapter 6, and have it run all the way through the pale horse. So if I'm doing that properly, it's actually going to be on July 3rd, which would be his rising day, which is that his crowning? Is that when the book of Revelation is open? A crown is given to him because he rises and he goes forth conquering and to conquer. So it's actually really lines up perfect. Now it lines up perfect now that I'm doing it the way I would normally do it. It's freaky. Y'all, this is very freaky. All right. Well, muy bien, as they say. So the Saturday Night Fever was found, Democratic Underground said 8-track of Saturday Night Fever was found at Georgia Guidestones. Saturday Night Fever soundtrack was released to the 8016 day 16664. This is the same as Maggie Gyllenhaal's days. Remember, she's born on the 16th, if I'm not mistaken. And on the rising day, 16666. That's pretty fascinating. Patient 0. If you go to the timeline, they say patient 0 first got symptoms on December 1st, 2019. If you run that to July 1st, it's 138 for Donald J. Trump. 1308 days. 3 years, 7 months, 37. 12th Trump. prime number, 12th number for the church. Exactly 43 months. July 3rd in Gematria, Voices Carry. The song played on Donnie Darko by Till Tuesday. The unicorn, which is, of course, the horn mixed with the white horse. The Antichrist, Come Sail Away, October 8, Deion Sanders, double eights. I will tell you, the Voices Carry is Gigantica. Edgar Allan Poe was in Wednesday, and also The Pale Blue Eye, which was the big thing on Netflix, a series that Christian Bale did. And so Edgar Allan Poe is in two big things all at once. If you put him to the 86ing day, he's would be 78,325 days old. So there's your 83 for murder code in his days, and 214 years old. And the 214th verse, representing that 214 there. The 214th verse is Revelation 13:3, where deadly wound and did live is mentioned. I went over this in my big videos that I did that went out to all my YouTube channels, is that IPEC goat is sitting there. It begins with a goat, and it's the sea goat full moon when the book would be opened. It's the full moon in Capricorn, which is the sea goat. That's why Trump is the goat. Beast out of the sea goat. Tom Brady, the GOAT. Everybody's the GOAT. That all started when Trump's 2015 came around, or maybe a little before they started talking about the GOAT, the GOAT, the GOAT, because who is the GOAT? The GOAT of all the GOATs is, of course, the Antichrist. The Pet Goat was the book they were reading at 9/11. And it's a goat full moon. The buck full moon is the goat full moon. This is starting to get too easy, isn't it? So far in Skyfall, there's a 119 with a 75. 130. It's Antichrist A13, which was in all of those Pixar movies. Remember how we saw all those videos where they were exposing that? And there's the close-up of it. Ooh, it's bad. Sorry. That was from the couch. I should have got up. If y'all see me on the couch, though, it's like it's a whole thing to try just to try to get up out of all those pillows. And just to close, my second wife, remember, was born at 5:01 p.m., which is 1701, which is July 1st in both directions. And I've already told y'all that once, but how she does come to. 1711, which has July 1st in it with the 86. But yeah, 1711, followed by 586, which is 586 BC, the Israel captivity. So the church goes into its tribulation once the deadly wound. So it's deadly wound on July 1st, theoretically, theory. Then rising on the third day, July 3rd, is the 586 for the church, the 12. The bride, the 12, the church. The 586 is when Israel or the church went into captivity. 586 BC. All right, love y'all.